All right, hope you guys are having a good day. So today I'm going to be talking about split rims, drive tires. So I have 4 different type of drive tires, and then I do have a caster, which is right here. This rim right here goes to a SP2 by Invicare. This one goes to a scooter, a Wiskin. These scooters are actually at Busch Garden and Disney. And then this one is just your basic scooter tire. This is for a Victory 10. And then this caster goes on an Invicare, goes on a Jazzy Elite, pretty much universal caster. But let's talk about split rim. So this one right here has a plastic rim. It does not have a split rim. And this is for the Victory 10. This is airless. It's just foam filled tire. It has, I don't even think it's foam filled. It's just a solid rubber tire. So it's not pneumatic. It doesn't have any air. So if you ever have to replace tires on this one, I would recommend to replace the whole assembly. That would be with the rim and the tire put together, so you don't have to try to take it off, because you can bend the rim really easy. Okay, let's talk about this one. This one has a split rim. As you can tell, it's still kind of plastic in the outside, metal kind of more down here, but it does have the split rim. Okay, you can tell it has, and I took some of the bolts off already and the nuts. That way whenever I show you guys how to do this, it's a lot faster. But this one does have a split rim. This caster does have a split rim too. As you can tell, it has 4 screw Phillip heads and then 4 nuts in the back, and I'll show you guys how to take that off. This one also is a split rim. Right in the back, it has your hex bolts. Okay, now when I first started doing this, I remember when I would have to go replace the drive tires, I would use a C-clamp, actually a couple of C-clamps, because whenever you take the rim off and you put it to a new tire, the tire is, it's fuller, it's newer. So I mean, whenever you go and put the rims on, it's hard to compress the tire. So what I figured out, and it works excellent, is to get a cheater bolt. And I call it a cheater bolt because you're cheating. But this bolt right here, it's the same size. I mean, it's the same thread. It's just a little bit longer. Okay. And as you can tell, this is the one that comes with the rim. And then this is the one I had an extra bolt, and it has the same thread and everything. So it fit, but it's longer. So when you go take out the rim and you use this one at first, it compresses the rim instead of having to use C-clamps or any kind of machine to compress the rim. So let me take this off real quick. There's one. And it's not going to be as difficult because the rim, I don't have a new tire on this. But anyways, there's the first part of the rim. Second part, you might need a flathead. You just kind of twist and that comes off. And there's the second part. Okay, so now you have the split rim right there. So a lot of times when you need new tires, instead of ordering the whole assembly, you could just purchase the tire and and replace the tire itself if the rim is still good, if it's not bent, and that's going to save you some bucks for sure. Okay, so you put the rim on top. Like I said, it doesn't matter which way you want to put it. Like this one does have a little logo right here, and then it's blacked out over here. So it depends how you want to do it. But one is going to go on top. You're going to get the second one. You are going to line up the holes. So you line it up. And if you can't tell they're lined up, get like an Allen key, T-handle, and just kind of run it through. Now, if I was to put the original bolt, it doesn't, I mean, it barely, because it's already fitted anyways for this tire, but you could tell it barely attaches. So the threads barely even, hit the other end. But when you get the longer bolt, take this off real quick. And I'm not even compressing it. Check that out. Hopefully you guys can see that. I mean, you can tell that it's already grasping. So all you do, make sure it's all the way in, and now it's compressed. Now you're able to use the original bolts and put them all around. Take this one off and put the original one on, and you're good to go. So let me, there we go. And I am using an impact drill, so it makes it a lot faster. Check that out, man. Instead of having to use a C-clamp or any type of compression machine, take the cheater bolt out, put the new one, put the original one in, and you're good to go. There you go. Rim is good, nice and tight. It's compressed all the way, and you're good to go. So hopefully that helps. But now let's go ahead and move forward with this one right here. You're gonna do the same thing. This one also has a hex bolt. You're gonna remove that one, but in the back, it does have a nut, which is a 1/2 inch. So let me go ahead and remove that. And on this one, you'll be able to tell because I do have a new tire for this one. And again, you're gonna get your flathead, remove these. There you go. Now you have a split rim. Here's the brand new tire right there. You're gonna put it back on, kind of compress it a little bit with your weight. Get the other side, line it up. There we go. Get your cheater bolt. There we go. This hex bolt is the original one that goes in. But as you can tell, check that out. That's the difference. The threads barely go there. So if you try to put that nut right there, it's not gonna go in. I mean, obviously you could probably compress it more, but why would you do that if you have this other cheater bolt that's a lot longer? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the nut behind the cheater bolt. I'll show you guys the difference. Let's go ahead and make this one tight. Okay, now that we compressed that one in, the original one, check it out. Boom. Check out the threads. You can see the threads out there now. So now you put your nut behind there. Grab this end and just start drilling in. So you put all your other nuts and hex bolts and then take the cheater bolt out and then you're good to go. So there we go. Okay, so that's that one right there. Now this one is going to be your caster. This one, I've never had to use a cheater bolt or a longer screw, Phillips screw. And it's easy, you know, pretty simple to remove as well. You just get your Phillips adapter. This one does have the sink for your nuts, so it's, you know, they're gonna hold in place. All you have to do is remove them. There's one, there's 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Again, you might have to use your flathead, pop that out. There we go. A little spacer in between. And then here's your other end right there. So now you have your split rim, and then now you have the caster. So you can purchase, if you have a split rim on any rim, you can purchase the tire itself, and you're gonna save tons of money. I don't know about tons of money, but you'll save money for sure. Okay, and then you just pop these in, go ahead and compress it with your hands, and then you're gonna add the other side. And again, if the holes are not lining up, you can always get a T-handle and just find the holes and then just kind of line it up. That looks pretty even. Make sure that these are all the way in. Make sure you put the nut where that groove is in. Perfect. And then you're gonna run your other one on the other side. There we go, and it's in. Check it out. So pretty easy, guys. I'm using a 1/2 inch for my other bolt ratchet with a 1/2 inch, and then I'm using a flathead T-handle, and then I'm using an impact drill, and I believe it's a number 6 hex adapter. And that's it, man. So hopefully this video helps you guys when it comes to drive tires and split rims. you could save yourself a lot of money, man, and you know, just buy the tire itself and do it yourself. All right, man, hopefully this helps. You guys have a good day.